Musk. Elon Musk has jumped both feet into the deep end of the political sphere. Musk launches PAC to back certain candidates. Business mogul Elon Musk has launched a political action committee called America PAC to endorse candidates aligned with the values of secure borders, safe cities, a fair justice system, self-protection, and free speech. Obviously, we know that he is 10 toes down on his support for President Donald Trump. That is awesome. I think it's interesting. At the bottom here, it says that this PAC, America PAC, is focused on voter registration and turnout. That sounds like he's getting advice from the Republican political consulting class. That is not the most important thing we should be working on. I ran in 2020. If anyone who survived 2020 and are around to tell the story or have the spine to tell the story, it wasn't the number of registered voters that made the difference in that race. It was whether or not those who are the zeros, the ones and the twos who are already registered came out and voted. Now, if they have a mail-in ballot and we can chase that ballot all the way to the point that they return it, that is the strategy we should be focused on, not registering voters. I know it looks like a lot of dust is being kicked up when you have people out here running around registering people to vote, is specifically registering people to vote in a general election where it doesn't really matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican, you can just vote. But there are other things. If you lived through 2020, it wasn't registering people to vote wasn't the deal breaker there for the Republican Party. One, it was whether or not the zero, the one, the twos, and the threes were actually got a mail-in ballot in their hand and actually submitted that ballot, and you can chase that ballot down. That's strategy number one. Strategy number two, if you recall what hurt us in 2020, were the lack of chain of custody on all of these drop boxes in the county of Montgomery County, for example, right outside of Philadelphia. We just added 13 additional drop boxes open 24 hours, 7 days a week. No chain of custody, no cameras. We're just hoping and praying that people have integrity, right? That is what we need to be focused on, followed by whether or not the vote actually counts. I have no doubt Donald Trump is going to wipe the country up using Kamala Harris, and he will win. But whether it will be recorded as a win is a valid question. Do not allow people to intimidate you to shut up, be quiet, and go somewhere and sit down and not ask that vital question. So when we're specifically talking about election integrity and the vote, those, I believe, are the three things we should be focused on. Registering voters, I mean, yeah, it's a good activity, but it is certainly not in the top three of the activities we should be engaged in. But whether or not the Republican political class is going to direct a businessman like Elon Musk to focus on that, I don't know. I don't know if it's in their best interest, because at the end of the day, they get paid no matter what. And I don't know if they really want to risk receiving their Christmas invitation to some of the more upscale parties. And you start talking about lack of voter integrity, that's a surefire way to get your name scratched off of the must-attend events. Those are my 2 cents. Blessings. Hello, everyone. This is Kathy Barnette. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to need you guys to partner with what it is that I'm doing. How do you do that, you ask? By clicking the subscribe button right now, followed by hit that notification button, followed by sharing this with your friends, with your family, to your social media pages, as well as I want to hear what you're thinking. Who do you want me to bring on? What do you want me to talk about? What are your thoughts? Thank you all so much. I'm so very grateful for each and every one of you. Blessings.